Welcome back to Armored Core Silent Line. Today we'll be looking at a different machine that we touched up on in the last episode, called the Blackblade. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Blackblade is in reference to the weapon of the Emperor's champion. Now, the Emperor's Champion was originally selected, well, actually always selected, to seek out the leaders, like the top brass, like the champions of the enemies that the Black Templars face. And then, of course, violently murder them. The Emperor's Champion is usually gifted with the best weapons, best armor, and is insanely well trained. And is usually a combat veteran. Oddly enough, this machine wasn't actually designed specifically for one-on-one combat. It was actually more designed for taking down groups of enemies. Now, this machine and this one can both do that, but this one specializes in it. It more specializes, though, in all-range attacks, as you can see from its loadout. Okay, so we got the CHD 07 Ven. This, honestly, it is the best radar-equipped head in the game. Okay, the thing has every single function you can think of. It has a very wide scanning radius. Has a detailed computer, voices male, which is interesting. Don't know why. System recovery is high. Map type, area, place, and name. Biosensor, EDCM canceller, radar function. Radar range is 940. That's the second highest in the game. Granted, it's got nothing for armor and defense, but whatever. That's not why you want this thing. Now, this one actually has the longest radar range. Okay, but it only beats out the other one by what? Yeah, 30 points. 30 meters. Actually, I'm not exactly sure if that's feet or meters. I think it's meters. It might be yards. I don't know. It never specifies the range. But it has a longer scanning interval, which means things can sneak up on you a lot easier, or missiles can hit you from all directions a lot easier. System recovery, mid, so it's actually got a lower system recovery. Computer voice, female, whatever. Computer type, standard. This one's got a detailed computer type. Come on. Yeah, sure. This one has the other beat and defensive stats and blah 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 blah. But it also has a much higher weight and energy drain. So, yeah. This one for the win. Also, this is not an Op Intensify equipped machine. Now, this actually does play into this machine's style in helping it to not, run out of energy. Since most of what you see on here is obviously energy weapons, barring the burst missile. And yeah, barring the burst missile and extensions, it's all energy weapons, so it makes sense to actually invest in that aspect of it. So we have the optional parts as standard for decreasing shell energy damage and reducing impact shock. We also have this here, which helps to increase generator capacity, also essential. And if you skip down here, we have the obvious energy enhancement for energy weapons. This, of course, to reduce the power required. Honestly, though, I'm not sure why the main weapon or back weapon even, draw from the generator's power supply. You would think they have their own ammo, but whatever. The only thing I could think of that would actually draw from the machine's own generator supply are, let's see, this. Now, this is an energy EO type. Now, this is usually found at the end of Armored Core 3. You'll usually get it like directly before you go into the last mission. Alright? And I'll show you how this thing works. Alright, so let's go into a little live fire exercise. Let's see. Dispersed gathering.
We'd like you to investigate reports of a suspicious gathering in Sector 517. The sector has been under Mirage's control ever since Crest withdrew from the area. Unfortunately, given more pressing issues, we've neglected our duties there. This oversight ends now. As the administrator for the area, we have a responsibility for its security and integrity. Suspect activity, such as the gathering taking place there now, is best quelled early on. We're sure we'll resolve the problem to our satisfaction.
In other words, you will horribly murder everyone. That's literally what they're saying. Yes, you will now literally and violently murder everyone.
Enemy strength is unknown. Proceed with caution.
A Raven, attack!
Yeah, that would be my first response too. Alright. And whoops. You're dead. In my defense, if that was not the ranged blade, it would have connected and killed him. Enough of you. Incoming transmission. More people to murder. Yay! Little pig, let me in. Like you have a chance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, as if you had a prayer. Okay, I screwed up that one.
Mission objective achieved.
But,
System
as you can see,
safety
we are victorious. Not sure why it's only A rank, but whatever. Alright. Now let's... I don't know. Yeah, why not? Let's go for data retrieval.
Members of our... It's unknown whether any of this mission are...
Blah, 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 blah. Alright. Yes, 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 yes. Murder things, murder things, murder things. That's pretty much all you ever do in this game. Now, no, doubtless, if you've watched my previous Armored Core video, you've already seen the High Marshal Sigismund take on this particular mission. Pretty uneventful ride down the elevator. Hey, at least the music's better.
It's odd. It's not responding. Someone's jamming the signal.
That's a trap! Sorry, had to.
Mirage. Just as we thought.
Moron, just as I thought.
Moonsault here. Target identified. Moving in. Roger that. Proceeding as planned.
Okay. This guy is very annoying. He's also very dead. Alright, here we go.
Moonsault down. Engaging the target now.
Watch out, Raven.
Good timing, Clover Knight. Let's finish this.
Now, I was actually told that they actually say something different if you kill Clover Knight first. Sorry, he was just right there. How could I not kill him first? Sorry. Hey, I actually did try and target her first.
Good work, Raven.
But he was just like, no! I would take the bullet for her!
Mission objective achieved.
And he did.
System switch to normal mode.
Now you can actually see the effectiveness of the cluster missile. Now there's actually a good reason for the cluster missile as opposed to the vertical missile. A, there's more cluster missiles within that launcher, so more ammo. And yeah. And two, they actually heat up enemy ACs a lot faster. So, yeah. Alright, let's try something different. Alright.
The objective of this mission is to launch an assault on Fortress VG-924, a soon-to-be completed Crest stronghold. Early intelligence reports indicate that when the fortress is finished, it will function independent of human control. At this time, the facility is operating at only partial capacity. Current defense measures consist of round-the-clock surveillance patrols conducted by unmanned helicopters. A decoy will be required in order for our reconnaissance team to gain access to the facility undetected. Locate the take care not to be discovered before reaching the fortress. Proceed with caution.
Yeah, somehow a small reconnaissance team is going to have harder time getting in than my giant robot. Just let that sink in.
Main system. Engaging combat mode.
Now, missions like this I actually like.
The enemy controls
They're a
the
nice
sky.
change of pace
Stay
from
on the ground en route
the
to
regular
objective.
just go in, shoot everything, collect your paycheck. Alright. Let's just go in here. Now yes, there is actually a part in here that you can obtain. I forget exactly where... Wait, no, I don't even forget exactly where it is. I know where it is. I just usually don't bother with it. Or just say I've only ever bothered with it once. Alright, it's in this little alcove here. Now if we look on the map, we can see where I started from and where I went to get this. Okay, where that little blue circle is, that's where I started, more or less. It's just out here. And that's actually an extension missile launcher. A very good part, actually. And we're just gonna slip right by these fools. Okay. Yes, do not mind the robot with the flames coming out of the back. That is totally normal. I mean, I I knew servitors were dense, but these ones just make this way too easy. And there we go. We are on our way to horribly murdering everyone. Alright. Now I am actually going to do the bonus mission that comes up here. So I can show you where the fire control system for this very machine comes from. Okay. Okay, well... piss off. Alright. There you go. There you go. Have some cluster missile. Shit! Whoa! Ow! Alright. That should do it for most of them.
Incoming transmission. Mirage has an urgent assignment. The target is an AC inside the fortress. They're sending in reinforcements. The decision is yours.
And we are going to take that, just so I can show you where the part is.
Accept.
And this guy shows up. Now loading.
Raven, these two are pros. Target sighted! Take them out!
Yeah.
Roger.
Up there is actually where you get the... There you go. There you go. Have some of this. Okay. Where'd you go? There you go. Have fun. We're in hell. Okay. Now the part's usually right here. Right on this beam right here. Now that that's out of the way. Okay. see, I am not above pegging people to death with this thing. And you may burn in hell.
Nice shooting, Raven. Objective achieved. Returning to base.
Mission objective achieved. System switch to world mode.
A versatile machine, doubtless. That one part never usually happens where she just runs straight into me and tries to challenge me to one-on-one like that. That never usually happens. She did die, but still. Anyhow, if you like what you see, please consider subscribing for more content from the High Marshal. And remember, the Emperor protects. And if Plan B doesn't work, there's always Plan C, D, E. You get the idea. Take care.